All right, guys, let's talk about the facts about the vagina that you didn't know. Actually, there's a lot of stuff we haven't covered here about the vagina, and there's a lot that you didn't know. Some creepy stuff. Okay, like for example, the sex rituals that were done long ago, uh, for people to be able to summon devils. It's crazy. Like when you come to think about it, the vagina has been busy, in different things. You'd think it's just for pleasure, but no. Apparently, even to summon demons. I remember making a video here about why the vagina was called the devil's triangle. So if you haven't watched it, just go look through my videos. And when you hear the sex rituals, I'll make a video about it. You'll see that. Oh yeah, now it makes sense why it was called the devil's triangle. And I'm not saying that it's okay, or that it was okay for people to call it that, but sometimes it's good to know the history of these things. All right, if you're new here, my name is Saidat Katende, and here on Vowsh, it's all about vaginal health and wellness. I also have a Facebook page. You can go check it out. Okay, there's some good videos over there too. All right, so now let's talk about some of the facts about the vagina that you didn't know. Okay, number one, that some women actually enjoy vaginal intercourse when in pain. All right, for some people, they call it BDSM. Okay, basically, it's when someone is experiencing pain somewhere on their bodies and it's actually arousing them, it's making them feel nice and pleasurable. So yeah, there are some women, even when their vagina is in pain for whatever reason, maybe it's self-inflicted or it's because something is wrong with them, and they still experience a lot of pleasure and actually even have orgasms. It's funny, but it's happening. I guess that's how they are wired for some reason. I don't know if there's a past traumatic experience that is attached to that. Number two, the vagina always has bacteria inside of it that keeps it healthy. Okay, so we have the good bacteria that is always there at all time. All right, and so this good bacteria can actually, let me say, if there's an overgrowth of this bacteria, it can basically turn into an attack on the vagina. It can become bad bacteria in the vagina. All right. So it has to be at a certain pH level. Okay. When it's out of that level, it starts disturbing a woman, and then she starts getting infection. She starts getting painful intercourse, burning sensation when urinating, because now it has been rewired. The bacteria levels have either gone too low or too high for it. Number three, the vagina can actually be wet, very, very wet, even when a woman is not aroused or when she's not in the mood for sexual intercourse. It can happen. That is how her body is. And what causes the wetness inside the vagina is estrogen. Okay? It's a hormone. So if she's having optimum estrogen levels, then it's bound to be wet. Okay? So even if she doesn't want to engage in intercourse, it can be extremely wet. So some women who are, sexually assaulted, the person assaulting them might think, oh, she's interested in this because, why is she wet? Or some men who forcefully get inside of women, they're like, she must have wanted it because why is she wet? In actual sense, she didn't want. It's just her body that is doing that. The hormones in her body are doing that. She has no choice. She can't stop them or block them. Okay? So consent, ask before you just get in there. Then the other fact is that a woman can actually squirt because her clitoris is overly sensitive, and it has nothing to do with the skill of a man, or he's too good at his game, or he has done it the right way. Sometimes it has nothing to do with him at all, whatever effort he puts in, and it's all because her clit is overly sensitive. Okay, some women can just squirt by the touch of their clit, okay, because sometimes I think they are mentally prepared and they have overly sensitive clits that every time she's touched there or she's slightly even rubbed there, she just squats all over the place. I think some of you have noticed it. For the women who squat a lot, you're like, oh my God, why do I have all this much water? Because I think your stimulation point is overly hyped. Okay. Then the other fact is that women have different stimulation points to get aroused. Okay, we all don't have the same. Okay, some women have two, some have one, some have three, some have all four of them. Okay, now these four stimulation points we have deep penetration, like almost near the cervix. If a man penetrates deeply, yeah, it can get her to orgasm or to arouse her. Then number two, it could be the clit. Okay, that is the obvious one. Then number three, it could be the perineum. The perineum is that part, the gap between your vagina and your asshole. Okay, some people know how to stimulate it very well, and then they have their orgasm. Then finally, it could just be G-spot stimulation. Your G-spot is up there, like on the ceiling inside of your vagina. Okay. Why did I just repeat the word vagina? Vagina. All right. Then lastly, a woman can lose interest just with a single thought, okay, of anything else. Okay. If she just remembers the time you pissed her off, or she remembers the work she needs to do, or she remembers her stresses and her worries, she can completely be turned off down there immediately. No matter again how wet she is down there, she could just be off. As simple as that. All right, guys. So stick around. We have a lot more to get through, and subscribe. Okay, I guess. All right. Take care and bye.